guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I really wanted to do a video talking about the books that I want to read for the rest of this year and for the fall as well. Hold on, I'm just gonna bring this back because I feel like it's too close. It's too close to me. So yeah, so we're gonna start with my Libby holds, and hopefully I get to read them by the end of the year. Like, hopefully they come before the end of the year. So yeah, this one, I'll start with this one. It is the City of Bones audiobook, and I actually have the physical book, so I was like actually thinking about reading them both at the same time. I thought that could be a fun thing. But yeah, and I also recently watched the movie of this with like Jamie something, I forget his name, but like, and Lily, what is her name? I'm forgetting like their names right now, but like Lily Collins, that's what her name is. Lily Collins and Jamie something. Jamie Bauer, I think that's his name, but wait, they're and if you're confused, these are the people from the show. If you've ever watched Shadowhunters, like, you know these people. But yes, so that was the first one. So The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I don't know, like I just want to have like a fun nostalgic read, and I felt like that could be a fun read to do. So yeah, and then I loved the Shepherd King series. Well, it's not series, it's a duology, but I loved it so much, and I decided that I was gonna read the other book that she had, and it recently came out. It's called The King and, oh, that does not say The King. The Knight and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. So yeah, that's my next one. I'm so excited to read this one. I loved, like I said, like 2 minutes ago or a couple seconds ago, I loved the Shepherd King duology, and I actually liked the first one better than the second, but yeah, like, but I just loved it so much, and I loved the way that she wrote the story, but also she wrote the characters. Like, everything about like her writing is just chef's kiss, and I love it. And then hold on, I don't know. And then this next one is like very like, I'm like really like nervous, but in a good way, because I've been wanting to read more horror, but it's really hard for me to get into it because I'm just like so scared being scared. So like, so reading this, like, it's just like I'm nervous about it, but I'm excited, and this one is gonna be really fun. I don't want to know much about it. All I know is the title, and that's it. I don't need to know anything else. And all I also only know that it is horror. And it is scary. Because I've also seen it on a lot of people's Summerween reads. So it's like not, it's also something that a lot of people are reading for Summerween. But it is Slewfoot by Brom or Brome. I don't know how you're supposed to say that, but yeah, it looks spooky and scary. But yeah, I'm so excited. It says that it's a historical fiction fantasy horror, so yeah, I'm so like, and like also, I don't think I've ever read a historical fiction horror. Because I feel like the horrors that I've read are like kind of like psychological horror, or like like disturbing. They're not scary, but they're more disturbing than scary. So yeah, that's all I can say about that. I don't really know, like, yeah, I don't think I've read anything that was like this. So I've never read it, so I wouldn't know like how scary it is. But I'm very excited, and yeah. Cause like I want a book that will like get me scared. But I like like when I read the book I was like, okay. But when I like watched chapter 1, the movie, I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't watch it. This is too scary. I feel like also like um I don't know if it's like the same for all books. I'm sure it's not. But I feel like um things can get translated, like for horror, I mean. It can get like translated like, and it's not as scary as it was in the book. It could like, like whoa, like this is happening, but like it's not scary. But when I saw the movie, I was like, whoa, like, and I literally turned it off. So I was like, okay. So that was like something that I'm just like, but yeah. And then this one I'm very excited about because this is gonna be my first V. Schwab book ever, and I'm so excited. And I've heard so many good things about V. Schwab, so that also gets me excited to read her books. So yeah, and I think this is one of her most recent books. I'm not sure, but I think this is one of her most recent. It is this book right here. It is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. And all I know is that it's about 2 or 3, um, is it girls? Yeah, they're all women and they are vampires, and it's sapphic, and I'm so excited. This is also historical fiction. I don't usually read that because I don't really love it, but like in general, I don't really love historical fiction, but I love like like Regency, like historical fiction romance. I love that, but like when it comes to like other types of historical fiction, I don't really love it. So again, like I feel like with those last 2 books, those are a trend, but because they're both like historical fiction, fantasy type stuff, but they're a little bit different. So yeah, and I'm very excited about this. And I've seen a lot of people read it already, and I don't really know people's opinions yet. I honestly don't want to know. I kind of want to form my own opinions first before I even, because I don't want to know people's opinions before I even get a chance to read it. So I'm just gonna form my own opinion when I read it. So those are all of my Hold On Libby. So now we can talk about the physical books that so I already talked about this book, so I don't need to talk about this one. But this one, after I finish my book on my Kindle, this is the book that I'm going to read because I heard that it's Women in Translation Month, so I really wanted to read this one. This is the only, I don't know, like, yeah, I think this is the only Women in Translation book I have, so yeah. But this is My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante, and I'm so excited. I already started it a little bit. Like I'm on page 32, 33. So yeah, I'm really excited about reading this book because I just think it'll just be like a fun read, and summary. So yeah, so I'm going to read the little thing here. So it says, from one of Italy's most acclaimed authors comes this ravishing and generous-hearted novel about a friendship that lasts a lifetime. The story of Elena and Lila begins in the 1950s in a poor but vibrant neighborhood on the outskirts of Naples. Sorry, I didn't see the S there. Growing up on these tough streets, the two girls learn to rely on each other ahead of anyone or anything else, as their friendship, beautifully and meticulously rendered, becomes a not always perfect shelter from hardship. Ferrante has created a memorable portrait of two women, but My Brilliant Friend is also the story of a nation. Through the lives of Elena and Lila, Ferrante gives her readers the story of a neighborhood, a city, and a country undergoing momentous change. And yeah, so that's about it. If you ever read this before, give your thoughts. I'm excited to read this. There's a show, and it just, like, on this page it says like the actors who are in the show, so yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. I just dropped it. I was worried I was gonna lose my page. Anyway, this is something, I don't know if did I read this last year? Yeah, I read this last year. And I loved it so much, I bought the whole series. And it is Lockwood and Co. by Jonathan Stroud. And I love this series, and it's so fun. And I thought it would be perfect for fall if I have time, because there's like, I'm gonna leave this for the end, but who knows, because I might like finish the other books that I want to read in between the book that I'm going to be mainly reading. I might have time for this for this one, but this one, I just love this. And this is the first book, by the way, and I hate that they put this there. Like, who cares that it's a Netflix series? Put that on the back, or like write down this is a Netflix series, like write it like that. Don't put an irremovable sticker on the book. I don't care if it's a series on Netflix. I don't care if it's a series on whatever other streaming service. Don't put it on the book and make it an irremovable sticker. I'm tired of them doing this. They did this also with this book too. Like, it says irremovable sticker, New York Times bestseller. They did it on this one too. I didn't even see this. It says #1 New York Times best-selling series. Put that on the back of the book. Who cares? No one wants this on their book. If you're gonna make a sticker on a book, make it removable. I don't want this on my book. I don't want it on my book, okay? I don't want it. Don't stop doing that. Like, seriously. I get so passionate about that because I'm just like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. But this one, I've been meaning to reread for the longest time, and I've just been not reading it. So I want to read this fall, because I feel like it'll be a perfect fall book. It is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I think that's how you say his last name. I don't know. But yeah, this is the book, and I love this cover so much. And I was like, I do not like the green cover at all. And I was like, searching, do they have an alternate cover for this book? And I saw this one. I was like, I have to get my hands on it. And I did. And yeah, I just love this cover so much better. But I feel like this one is like pretty well known, that this book is pretty well known. So I don't think I need to get too much into it, but I'm just gonna read the back for people who don't know. So it says, okay, Charlie is a freshman, and while he's not the biggest geek in school, he is by no means popular. Shy, introspective, intelligent beyond his years, yet socially awkward, he is a wallflower. Caught between trying to live his life and trying to run away from it, Charlie is attempting to navigate his way through uncharted territory, the world of first dates and mixtapes, family dramas and new friends, the world of sex, drugs, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show, when all one requires is that perfect song on the perfect drive to feel infinite. But Charlie can't stay on the sideline forever. Standing on the fringes of life offers a unique perspective. But there comes a time to see what it looks like from the dance floor. The Perks of Being a Wallflower is a deeply affecting coming-of-age story that will spirit you back to those wild and poignant roller coaster days known as growing up. So that is what The Perks of Being a Wallflower is all about. So yes. And then this one is my book for fall what was I about to say? Transporting. I think that's what I was gonna say. Transporting into winter. And I don't know if you guys are gonna guess what book I'm about to pull up next, but I am pulling up Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and I've been wanting to reread this book since I read it in high school, and I honestly was not paying attention when I was reading it, because like, girl, I had a job I was working like, evening to night, and going to school in high school. I was a senior, okay? I gotta make the money. I gotta make some money, okay? So, yeah, and I was sleeping through class. Honestly, my teachers are nice enough to not, like, call me out on that, but for sleeping in class, because, like, honestly, the teachers that I had, I don't know what it was like for other people, because I've always had nice teachers. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, I've always had nice teachers, and I would always hear about, like, other people having the worst teachers ever in high school. And I was like, I can't share that experience because I've always had a nice teacher. So, yeah. But, there was, like, some classes in high school that I took that I'm just like, I really don't want to take, but I had to, because, I gotta graduate, So, yeah, so I would take them, but because, like, I don't know, I feel like I read a lot of, like, different things in high school, but, like, also, I never read a single book when I was in high school, other than when I was reading for a class in English, or reading a textbook for whatever reason. Like, I never read in high school, and, like, I honestly deeply, like, I don't know, like, I just kind of regret that, and I'm like, I should have, like, there's, like, things that I should have done that I didn't, and I wish I did things differently in high school. But you can't turn back time, and high school's already over. I already graduated. I don't need to worry about that, and I am now a reader, and I read now, so it's all good. But I just wish that I, read more, but I am a reader now, so it doesn't matter. And, all's good. What's that saying that they say? All's good in their neighborhood. That's I've heard someone say that. Like, that saying. And yeah, okay. That, like, I don't know what I'm rambling on about that, but I'm just gonna read the back. I don't know if it's gonna give like a description or whatever, but let's just see. It says Mary Shelley's chilling gothic tale was conceived when she was only 18, living with her lover Percy Shelley on Lake Geneva. The story of Victor Frankenstein, who plunders graveyards for the material to fashion a new being, but whose botched creature sets out to destroy his maker, would become the world's famous work of horror fiction and demands a devastating exploration of the limits of human creativity. Based on the third edition of 1831, this volume contains, all of all Mary Shelley's revisions to her story, and also includes a fragment by Lord Byron and Dr. John Polidori's The Vampire, A Tale. And I got this one because I was like, I love this cover and I want it so bad. But yeah, I just love it so much. I actually have another one. I have a different edition of Frankenstein. It's the 1818 text. This is an Oxford classic. But yeah. And this one, like, obviously these are different. This one's a Penguin classic, this one's the Oxford classic. But this one, just says, like, in the inside, it just says, Frankenstein or the modern Prometheus. What? The modern Prometheus. If you guys don't know that story, yeah, but yeah, I had two different ones because I was like, I love this one and I want like a different one too. Because I wanted this cover, but I couldn't find it, so I got this one. I like this cover too, but I was like, once I found this, I was like, I have to get it too. So I have two Frankensteins actually. Just a fun fact. But I'm so excited to read this book because I, like, a while back, I already got the book, but I was like, because I've been wanting to reread it, but I heard someone talk about this book, and they were like, how this book Frankenstein is about the human condition and all that stuff, and they were talking, I can't really remember everything that she said, but like she was just talking about this book and like how, you know, this book is about the human condition and like other stuff. And yeah, I can't remember what she said, but that's all I can remember. So but I'm just so excited to read this, and it looks so cute. And then the last book I'm gonna be talking about today, ow, my foot randomly hurt. Ow. This one, you guys, send prayers, okay? to help me, please. This last book is like a hefty one. I don't even know how, wait, let me count. Well, I'm not gonna count it, but like, I'm just gonna look to the end and see how many pages there are. There might be like another edition that has more, I don't know, but this one, this is a Wordsworth classic. But this one, it seems like it has 870 pages, but in another book it may be more, I don't know. But this one is Fyodor Dostoevsky's Brothers Karamazov, guys. I am so excited to read this book. Don't laugh, okay? I am not a scholar. Just because I'm not a scholar doesn't mean I don't like or don't want to read books like these, you know? Or someone who is like into like all that literature stuff. Like, I just read whatever I want to read, okay? But yes, I have been getting into more classics because I feel like I don't really read. I feel like I don't really read classics that much, and like also like I only like read the like known classics. So I want to give this a shot. I've never read any of Fyodor Dostoevsky's work ever, but this is gonna be my first one, okay? And it's this one. But it says here, as Fyodor wait, why does it say Karamazov? As Fyodor Karamazov, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Awaits an amorous encounter, he is violently done to death. The three sons of old debauchee, that's what it says. I don't know what that word, debauchee. I know I'm saying that wrong. I don't care. Are forced to confront their own guilt or complicity. Oh my gosh, words. Complicity. Who will own to patricide. The reckless and passionate Dmitri. The coercer. Words, please. Please, okay. The coercive intellectual Ivan. Surely not the chaste novice monk. Okay, this one's a hard one. Alyosha? I don't know how you're supposed to say that name. Okay. The search reveals the divisions which rack the brothers, yet paradoxically unite them around the writhings of this one dysfunctional family. Dostoevsky weaves a dense network of social, psychological, and philosophical. I don't know what I said the first time. Philosophical relationships. At the same time, he shows from the opening scandal scene in the monastery to a personal appearance by the eccentric devil that his dramatic skills have lost nothing of their edge. The Karamazov brothers completed a few months before Dostoevsky's death in 1881, remains for many the high point of his genius as novelist and chronicler of modern molasses. It cast a long shadow over D.H. Lawrence, Thomas Mann, Albert Camus, and giants of the 20th century European literature. I feel like this is different because I feel like I've seen like this is different. Yeah, this is definitely different because I've seen the other one, the Penguin Classic. It says the brothers Karamazov, and this one says the Karamazov brothers. I don't know what that's about. Comment below if you know what that's about, because I don't know. I don't know what that's about, because like why is it different than the other ones that I've seen? Like it all says the brothers Karamazov. I don't know what that's about, but Anyway, that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Make sure you give this video a big like, and make sure you subscribe to my channel to see more videos like these or more of me. And yeah,